Hi, this is Jonathan Rotz, Field Agronomist for Pioneer. Just wanted to take a little bit of time, quick timely update here as we're into May now and guys really haven't gotten near the planting that they want done. Getting a lot of questions here today. Sun is shining, wind's blowing, things are finally drying out. And guys are trying to think about what should we be doing, especially because when we look at this forecast, we've got some rain coming, we've got some colder temperatures. Guys are wondering where we should be at. So, as always, probably one of the first things that I do whenever I come out is check soil temperatures. We're in really good shape here. So currently where I'm at, we're about 62 degrees. Overall, that continues to climb, obviously, in a day like today. But even overnight, we were in a fairly decent spot. As you look across the territory I cover, here's a map showing some of the soil temperatures that we're seeing. So overall, most everybody's in really good shape soil temperature-wise. Very next thing we go to then is what do the soils actually look like? Go out across your field, scout a few places. As I talked to you guys about in some earlier videos, one of the things I like doing is doing the ball method. And you can even look at this and see it's a little bit wet. But as I push, this stuff's crumbling and we're pretty good. And this was some of the wetter stuff that I found in this field. So go look across that, look at some of your historically wet spots, and make a decision based off of that. Now, as we talk about the concern of some of this cooler temperatures coming, some of the cooler rain, there's a couple things that we want to think about that we can do. If we're planting corn, let's keep that corn down around 2 inches. So we're going to want to have our seed gauge out there really looking for a bunch of things. Try to be in that 2 to 2.5. Gives you a nice buffering zone there for any of that cooler rain coming in. Again, our soils are nice and warm. So that rain that comes is not going to chill that soil real quick, and our soils are also pretty moist. Again, dry soils tend to change temperature quicker, moist soils change slower. So in that sense, we're in a pretty good spot. The other thing, as we're looking for that seed, we want to excavate that seed trench and look and see how is that closing system on that planter working. We certainly don't want those open gaps because that lets that cool water, that cool rain right down to the seed. We also don't want to just be pinching that top and letting the bottom of that trench open because again, that doesn't leave us a whole lot of soil to shelter and protect that seed. Soil temperatures are not that cold that it's going to be a real issue, and I'm not sure that our rains are going to be that cold except for some of our northern territories where we might actually be getting some snow. But that's a good practice across. Excavate that out, take a look, make sure that's all closed up. Overall, I'm not real concerned about some of this stuff. I think it's a good time to make sure we get those planters out, get some acres under our belt, make sure everything's working well, get all set up. If you do have some concerns, if your local forecast is calling for some really chilly temperatures and it looks like you think you might want to stop, always think about soybeans are more cold tolerant, so maybe prior to that cool rain we switch over to soybeans instead of planting that more susceptible corn. Overall, again, I think we're in a fairly good spot across a lot of the territory that I cover. You're going to have to look at that in your own neck of the woods. This is a really good protocol to think about as we go forward too, because the long-term forecast looks like we're probably going to be skipping and dodging a lot of showers. So make sure that we're out there checking our temperature, checking that soil to see are we actually dry enough to go plant with that ball method, and then really paying attention to the closing system on that planter. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you found this informative. If you have any other questions, contact myself, your local Pioneer seed agency, and I hope that you have a tremendous amount of success with your Pioneer seeds here. We get a bunch in the ground and have a great year. Thanks again.
That concludes this Pioneer Agronomy video podcast. Visit our page on pioneer.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook for more agronomy insights.